As a DJ or a producer, should you still be releasing music during this time where you can't really go out and play? And also, why do I think collaboration is really one of the key to successes as a music producer? This is the Producer Mindset. Let's get into it. Alright guys, this is Artifact. I wanted to quickly talk about my thoughts on whether you should still release music during this kind of time. And I've thought about this a lot, and my kind of final decision is absolutely you should be releasing as much music as you possibly still can, provided that it's good, of course. The thing is, even if you can't go out and play like one of your tracks now, and it loses that element of like, oh, this is a new track you're hearing for the first time at a rave. Like if it's a really, really cool track and you still release it now, like in the future when you're able to play again, for example, people are still going to love it. Like if it's a good tune, then it's still going to go down on the dance floor. So that whole element of like, oh, it's right new and now, and you can only play it as soon as it's been released. I don't think it's as important if the music's great anyway. You know, it doesn't really matter too much. The second main point is right now people need music more than anything. Like music is a healer, and it just does wonders for your mood. And to like not release your music because you're sort of waiting for a chance to play out, it's kind of doing a bit of a disservice to your audience. If you're fortunate enough to have an audience and people who like your music and want to hear what you're doing, by sort of withholding it and sort of waiting for a better time, it's kind of a little bit of a disservice to your fan base or your audience, because they want to hear your stuff. Like they don't care if they can't hear it right now at a rave, like they still want to hear what you're up to anyway. This kind of ties in with my third point, is that a lot of people really like listening to music, you know, at their own leisure, like on Spotify or however they choose to listen to music. But it's not always, you know, it doesn't always have to be at a rave that you listen to, like even a banging drum and bass song or something like that. I think that, I think that people really want to enjoy music regardless, even if they can't go out and dance. So definitely, my advice is always keep up with your workflow and keep releasing music and make people happy. The other point I want to discuss in this video is about collaboration, which is something I've really delved into a lot more since the kind of lockdown and stuff like that, because it's another way to really connect with people. You know, we've been forced into this self-isolation in a way, and people are sort of really crying out to connect with each other through work or various other ways. And like collaborating online is a perfect way to do that. You can build like a friendship and relationship with people from all over the world. I absolutely love doing it. I love teaching on Patreon and talking to the guys every day. We have like a group, we always like chat about drum and bass and production and things like that, so it's really cool. And I've been messaging loads of different people and collaborating with new artists that I've never spoken to before, and it's really, really a great thing to do, and you learn so much, not just about producing as well, but also about, you know, how you communicate with people and how you overcome like certain workflow issues, and you know, just to get the job done. I think that collaborating online now is like easier than it's ever been before, like with the software and the services we have, like Dropbox and Zoom, and like even if you're on different softwares, you can just send stems to anyone that you're just feeling their vibe as well. You can collaborate so easily, so it's such a worthwhile thing to do, like especially during this time. Like, so definitely collaborate with as many people as you can is my advice. I also think it's really cool to collaborate with anyone in music in general. It doesn't have to be in your genre, it doesn't have to be another producer, it could just be someone who plays a particular instrument or someone who is just a particular kind of vocalist. And even if they're not really in your same genre, if you try and like blend the two together, like bring their world into your world, then you can sometimes get some of the most unique and amazing results doing that. So really don't like hold back at all with who you choose to collaborate with. Like I even was talking to an opera singer the other day, and we were talking about maybe, you know, making some crazy opera sounds for like an intro, like a drum and bass tune or something like that. And that could be something that turns out to be really unique and different. So, you know, there's really no limits with who you specifically collaborate with, in my opinion. And my final point is also it shouldn't matter on the particular skill set or kind of status of the person you're collaborating with, because again, if you approach this from like a learning point, whoever you collaborate with, in some way you're going to learn something. Even if you don't necessarily learn a new technique or improve your specific technical skills with this one person, you will at least learn, for example, how you can help to improve them and improve your personal relationship skills with people as well, and maybe you can sort of inspire someone else and bring them up, you know, to your level as well. Because I can't remember, there was a phrase or a saying, something that I read before or heard somewhere, which is for someone else to bring you up to their level, you first have to bring someone else up to your level. So it's kind of a karma thing, I guess. I don't know if you believe in that, but it's quite a nice theory anyway. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This has been the Producer Mindset, and I'll be back next week with some more production mindset kind of tips for you guys. And I hope you guys have a cool week. Ciao.